This is how you make a homemade rotisserie style chicken.
Alright, so for the first step of making your rotisserie chicken, you're gonna get your chicken out of the package. I'll be right back. Alright, so now that you have your chicken out of the package, after it's squirted everywhere, you're gonna stick your fingers under the skin. You're gonna stick your fingers under the skin, and any part of it that feels attached on the underside, like to the breast, you're gonna wanna gently make sure that comes apart. You could use a knife, you could use really anything you need, but just don't tear through the skin because it's gonna be important on making sure everything's flavorful. Basically rock your fingers back and forth because this is where you're gonna be putting butter and many other things. Now that we detach the skin from the actual meat, even though it's still on here, we're just gonna pat it all as dry as possible. Alright, so now that you've done that and you've dried it as best as you can, you're going to make a rub in a small bowl. So we'll do that. Our rub is going to have black pepper, some salt, some onion powder, some paprika, some Italian seasoning, and some garlic powder. Now that you have this, you're going to mix it all together. Alright, so now that you have your mixture off to the side, you're going to take some butter and slice it about this thick. You can go a little bit thicker if you want. You're going to want about 5 slices. What you're going to do is you're going to take a piece, lift up that skin that you pulled, stuff it in there. For anyone who's made turkey during Thanksgiving, it's pretty similar. So now after you get about 4 on the side of the breast, you're going to do the other side. Alright, now that you got it all stuffed with the butter, you're going to take your dry seasoning and try to get some into the cavities that you put the butter. You can make the compound butter, it would make it a little bit easier. We're now going to take our dry rub, put it in the cavities, put it on top, move it all around. Alright, now that we got our chicken all seasoned, we're just going to put a little oil on it, at least on the top side. So now, if you have a wire rack, you can use a wire rack, but you're going to put a pan under it to catch the drippings off it, and it's going to go into your 425 degree oven for about 80 minutes. Alright, little update. My oven started to act up, started smoking a lot. There was nothing dripping. There was literally just smoke coming from where the flames are, so I don't know what was happening. So I'm just going to do this outside. So the way you're going to do that is wrap it in aluminum foil like I have here, and you're going to cook it for about an hour. So we're going to cook it at 400 on my wrapped in aluminum foil, off the heat so it doesn't burn. So this is how I'm now cooking it. Let's see how it came out. That thing is smoking and juicy.
Look at this thing. Oh my god, it's so tender. Looks like a good bite. It goes through like butter. Oh my goodness. Look at that, perfectly cooked. It falls apart so easily.